Well, a very good morning. Yes, I am back. The Monday, 30th of August. I trust you all had a fantastic competition at Lasham. We certainly didn't ask them down. I was pleased to get into the top 10 again on that. But alas, it is back to the day job. And what do we have in store today? Well, as I say, it's been a very odd weather pattern in the last sort of week or so. We've seen this trend at least once or twice before earlier in the season, and that's been linked to this sort of blocking high pressure that we can see up here, which is dragging down a northeasterly airflow. When we get northeasterlies, the model gets quite confused and has been either unpredicting or predicting what the day is going to do. Unfortunately for today, it looks like it will be fairly right actually in saying there's going to be a lot of cloud coming off the North Sea and the Wash. Interestingly on here as well, I think at least first time this year I've seen it, we have a hurricane just sat off the coast of the US, which I know will dissipate. And as we go into the next few days, it'll be interesting to see where that goes and how that influences the weather pattern. This high pressure is known as an omega high with all of the jet stream, which has basically been broken up around the top. So the longer this holds out, the sort of more settled the weather is going to be, but I can't guarantee the weather is going to be particularly soarable whilst this sticks around. It's become more of a bit of a dirty high as the northeasterly starts to bring in cloud and muck off the North Sea. If that can shift just a little bit sort of towards the east at all, then potentially we might start to see an improvement and bring some continental air. But yeah, at the moment we're definitely stuck in a slightly weird pattern and a bit of a moist one. Those winds, well, the ice bars are reasonably close. Looking at some of the region of northeasterly on the ground at around 15 knots at flying heights, and on the ground probably around 10 knots, but fairly northeasterly, and that does give us a little bit of a headache, especially as we now return to winching. Satellite picture, as you can see, across nearly the whole of England, apart from into western parts of England and Wales, are completely covered in cloud, but unsurprising. Pretty much every day I flew at Aston Down, the morning would be cloudy and low cloud, and it just depends on how much heating we got and how many breaks in the cloud did, whether we would get flying or not. But yeah, under that, it's sort of a very autumnal feel. Top temperatures today probably only reaching on the Met Office, we were looking at somewhere in the region of about 16, 17. On here it says 21, 22. I think that's unlikely unless we see significant sunshine, which it's sort of 50-50 whether we'll get that or not. Dew points of around 11. That's the picture outside at the moment. Sort of 88 overcast, probably about 1,000 feet or so. And currently it's 13 degrees, a dew point of 10, so very chilly, and it certainly has been the last few days. Top meteo says that is the predicted distance for today. That's if we get sunshine breaks. I'm hopeful we might, but it's not going to be till later in the afternoon. Looking at around 1 o'clock. It's still sort of blue to shallow Q under potentially some top cover to about 2,500 feet, and then later convection might get up to what's that, about 3,500 feet. But then, if I'm honest, I'll look at yesterday, and this was complete rubbish. We scrubbed at Aston Down. We did get a 3,500 foot cloud base, but it was overcast and barely soarable. So, if I'm honest, take this with a pinch of salt. Really need to get to the bottom of why top meteo and the US model get so confused when it comes to this wind direction. So yeah, might be locally soarable. Maybe we might see some breaks in the cloud. I could be wrong, but I'm not sort of too hopeful given how much I've been watching the weather over the last few days and how we've been disappointed by it. And I think that's similar into this week, but alas, it will be flyable, so it can't all be bad. And it's not raining. Operationally, we will set up on 0-9 today, but I'm probably, given the crosswind, going to have to put the winch on the north side and we'll launch off the tarmac. We'll just take a view on it as we get out there. I'll be on site from about 9:30. And NOTAM wise, there's a few. Most importantly, I think today, number 8, is down at Goodwood. The temporary danger area is active between 6 and 7:50 this afternoon, evening. Not that you'll be down there anyway, apart from, of course, given that wind direction, there could be some sort of South Downs activity. So if you are going to be down in a motor glider at that time of the day, do make sure you have read the snow tam. Effectively, gliders cannot go below 2,000 feet within this area. You can have a chat to them on the radio, 122455, good information, but they are going to be doing some drone activity there. Solent is active as usual, 7 and 3, fly past at just north of the Bournemouth zone. Ayers Field, active for gliding. I imagine there'll be Little Risington will be active today, Fairford active today, Middle Wallop active with gliding, I'd imagine. 18 and 19 is just the regular Boscombe stuff. The lower sort of danger areas, they're reduced to 3,000 feet, so Imber and Larkhill. London Information can provide services on that, just an information service, but no crossing services available still. We're trying to fix that. Lots of fly pasts happening in the Berkshire and Oxfordshire region. 37 parachute jumping still at Marsh Gibbon. That was causing us a headache. So during the competition, that's up to 5,400 feet. That's just southeast of Bicester. So yes, do make sure that you're keeping an eye on that. Aston Down, the gliding competition is finished because I'm here, not there. Fly pasts at High Wycombe. Must obviously be another place up there called Hazelmere. Wallingford's, Henley on Thames. I imagine it's BBMF flying about, and air display again between about 3 and 3:30 near Henley on Thames. Don't need to know about fireworks displays, and the Reading Festival still going on, but that only applies to drones. So that is the most of them. If I'm honest, it's just little fly plus, no tabs and stuff like that, and aerobatics at Sywell, and that's about it really. Yeah. So yeah, 09 at the moment. No jet movements. They're closed on a bank holiday. Farnborough is on their bank holiday and weekend operating hours. That's 8 till 8, but fortunately we don't really fly after 8 this time of the year now because the days are getting shorter. But yeah, I'll be on site, and we will hopefully get something out of today. But as I say, a weird weather pattern. I've never flown so much in northeasterlies in my gliding career. So yeah, we will see you on the airfield today.